All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Night Thunder Throwdown Challenge Series. Tonight here at Lucas Oil Speedway, we are running the pro late models for this week's edition of the Thunder Throwdown Challenge Series. At this time, I will ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to the Wednesday night portion of the Thunder Throwdown Challenge Series. As of right now, we have 6 drivers that are signed up for competition. About a minute and a half left to go in practice. I know a couple other people trying to get in here with the season update yesterday, running a little bit behind schedule, trying to get their sims updated. Hopefully they can do it, as they technically have 6.5 minutes to get back in here. So hopefully we'll get a few more cars. On the top of your leaderboard right now is the 20 of Austin Medea. Second is the 34 of Falcon Smith. Third, the 33R of Luke Rakowski. Fourth, the 008 of Bobby Evertson. And rounding out your field for drivers that have taken time is the 80 of Brian Gunderson. Matthew Mateer has not made a lap, but he is in here as well tonight. As always, if you have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, that way you know every time we come live. Also, feel free to comment in the comment section. I do have the chat up. I will be more than happy to have a conversation with you. As we got about 10 seconds left to go in practice here. Track still looks like it's got a ton of grip to it. As now we will go ahead and end in practice here. Get ready to go qualifying. And again, we will not advance, even if all 6 drivers do take time in qualifying. We will not advance, just to allow that full 5 minutes for anybody that may be running a little bit late so they can get in here. We wait for drivers to hit the track. Nobody taken to the track as of yet. Watching to see if anybody. Looks like the 20 of Austin Medea is going to be the first one to hit the track. As he works through 3 and 4, takes the green flag. Working the midline through 1 and 2. See that left front getting up in the air a little bit. Down through 3 and 4. He's going to kind of diamond that corner off through 3 and 4. Well, lap number 1 for the 20 of Austin Medea is going to be a 14.998, 14.998 for Austin Medea for lap 1. Coming around for lap number 2, working through 3 and 4. Lap number 2 will be quicker, a 14.883, 14.883, as the 33R of Lucas Oil out here should be coming to put his first lap in the books right here. Going to be a 14.966, 14.966 for lap number 1 on Lucas Oil, working through 3 and 4. Coming to the line, lap number 2. Quicker, stays second quick, a 14.893, 14.893. The 34 of Falcon Smith out here. The 80 of Brian Gunderson just put down a lap of a 15.245, 15.245, lap number 1. For the 34 of Falcon Smith will go third quick with a 14.946, lap number 2 for Gunderson, a 15.091. As we watch Falcon Smith complete lap number 2, it's going to be a quick time. 14.843, 14.843 for the 34 of Falcon Smith. As that is 4 drivers with a qualified time. Waiting for the 008 of Bobby Evertson or the 64 of Matt Mateer to hit the track now. Got about a minute and a half to go in practice or in qualifying here. Still waiting to see if either of these drivers hit the track or if we get anybody else in the lobby. As here comes the 008 of Bobby Evertson rolling out on track. Works through 3 and 4, takes the green flag. Works the high line through 1 and 2. Shoots down the back straightaway. See him working his hands in that car. Runs the bottom through 3 and 4. Lap number 1 for Evertson. He will go fourth quick, a 15.060, 15.060. Works down the back straightaway, working that midline through 3 and 4 this time by. Lap number 2, slower, a 15.084. So his time will be a 15.060, sitting fourth with just 1 driver left to go in qualifying. And that being the 64 of Matt Mateer. Which qualifying is over. Matt Mateer did not take a lap. Your Heat 1 lineup will look like this. On the inside of the front row, it will be the 34 of Flying Falcon Smith to his outside, the 20 of Austin Medea. Inside row number 2, it will be the 33R of Luke Rakowski with the 008 of Bobby Evertson to his outside. Rolling off fifth will be the 80 of Brian Gunderson. And slated to tag the tail of the field is the 64 of Matt Mateer. Have not seen Mateer grid up yet. Still waiting on Mateer to grid here. And there is that 64 car gridded up. Got a Dr. Pepper scheme on that thing tonight. As the pace car should start rolling now. There he goes, 34 of Falcon Smith and the rest of the field in tow. Six cars, 8 laps the distance. This one and only heat race will determine the starting lineup for your A feature. You get the 1 to green that time by. Pace truck will dive in off of turn 2, handing the field over to that flying Falcon Smith. Falcon leading him into turn number 4. And he says it's hammer time. Falcon Smith out to about a car length lead heading into turn 1 over Austin Medea. It's a battle back here for second. It's a 3-car battle between the 20, the 33R, and a 008. Evertson, Medea, Rakowski all right there under a blanket. But don't count out Gunderson as he's working the inside of Mateer. Rakowski a little bit slow. Here comes Gunderson to work on the inside of Rakowski. Gunderson keeping it pinned to the bottom up front. You got the 008 of Bobby Evertson trying to snag second away from Medea. Medea working the outside, Evertson to the inside. Now Evertson tucks in behind him through 3 and 4. Bumper to bumper down the back straightaway. Now through 1 and 2. Evertson peeking his nose down low. We check back here. Gunderson with a little bit of slip of grip. Lost contact with the 33R of Rakowski. We're halfway. Falcon Smith still leading it. Here comes a slide job by the 008 of Evertson. The 20 of Medea crosses it back over. They drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 1. Or turn number 3 and 4. They're side by side. It's going to be Evertson at the line this time by. Evertson able to snag that second position away from the 20. Now, 20 feeling a little bit of pressure from the 33R, trying to take that third spot away. Rakowski right there to jump on a podium spot, possibly even snag second if there's a big enough slip by either of your top 2. Just 2 laps to go, coming to a white for your leader, Falcon Smith. Just 1 lap to go, as now Luke Rakowski looking at the inside of Medea. Has to tuck in behind him as Medea runs a little bit of a slider line. Able to clear that 33R. Here comes Medea looking to the inside of Evertson. It's going to be Evertson, Medea, and Rakowski for second, third, and fourth. The 34 of Falcon Smith able to walk away with this heat race as we get ready to do a 3-wide Thunder thank you. All right, they're in formation this time by. We will go ahead and give the 3 wide Thunder thank you as they come out of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come out of turn number 4 to say thank you for your support and views. It's the 3 wide Thunder thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the sights and sounds of these cars as they go ahead and get this track worked in a little bit better. Got about 2 minutes in warm-up here. Right, as that just about does it for the warm-up. Starting to see some slickness come in, not a ton of it. Hopefully we can get some good side-by-side racing anyway, though. As on the top of your leader, on top of the leaderboard is the 20 of Austin Medea, Bobby Evertson second, the 34 of Falcon Smith third. As we get ready to line them up for your feature event, the 20 out of the 34 sitting on the pole out of the Carolinas, that is Flying Falcon Smith. To his outside in the 008 out of the Carolinas as well, that is the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Rolling off third tonight out of Pennsylvania in the number 20 car, that is Austin Medea. To his outside, rolling off fourth, the 33R out of New York, that is Luke Rakowski. On the back row on the inside, the driver out of Wisconsin, the 80G of Brian Gunderson. And to his outside in the 64, the driver out of Atlanta, Georgia, that is Matt Mateer. 6 cars, 25 laps for tonight's A main. as they get the 1 to green this time by. Pace truck dives off. In turn number 2, handing the field over to the 34 of Falcon Smith. And Falcon says it's hammer time. Falcon Smith again off to about a car length and a half advantage over the 008 of Bobby Everson, but here comes Everson trying to charge back at him. The 20 of Austin Medea getting freight train to the outside. Here comes the 33R trying to look to the outside of the 008 of Everson. Not quite able to do it. Mateer trying to work the high side of the 20. The 20 of Medea slides Mateer. Mateer has to check up hard into the wall, and around he goes. The 64 and the 20. Looks like the 64 up into the wall hard. Gets sideways, 80, nowhere to go. I do know that earlier the 64 was saying that he had some steering wheel issues. Not sure if that is continuing, as this will close everybody up. And give lane choice to the 008 of Bobby Everson. Falcon Smith will be on the front row by himself, as we do a TRL Delaware restart. That is, second place gets lane choice. Leader gets the front row by himself. Third goes to whatever lane second does not want. Everybody else, odd numbers line up on the inside, even numbers to the outside like a traditional double file. As we get the 1 to green, it looks like the 008 of Bobby Everson is going to choose the high side. Pace truck pulls off in turn number 2. As the 34 of Falcon Smith leads them back down into turns 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4, excuse me. And he stands on that loud pedal. The 008 of Bobby Everson not letting him get by. But once again, that inside not really working too well. As here comes Medea to the outside of the 33R Rakowski. The 008 of Everson, though, still trying to work the inside of your leader as we go single file down the front straightaway, now into the back stretch. Battles for first and second, and then third and fourth. As now everything starts to single file out. Looks like the 33R, Rakowski threw it in hard. As we come up here, watch this battle for the front 4 spots. As this is where the action is. You got the 33R looking to the high side of the 20. The 008 of Everson trying to run a little bit lower than the 34. Not sure where to look here, as there's action everywhere. As the 33R getting a good run on that high side. Not quite able to make a move as they get into the corners. He has to check up. Through 3 and 4, he's going to try that high side again. Not able to make anything stick. It seems like 1 and 2 is where he's a little better. Not that lap. A little bit quicker down the back straightaway than the 20, but not enough to make anything work. He's going to keep plugging away at that high side. As up front, it is the 34 of Falcon Smith still leading this one. The 008 of Bobby Everson running second. Third, the 20 of Austin Medea with the 33R of Luke Rakowski right there on his tail. Fifth is the 80 of Brian Gunderson. And rounding out the field is the 64 of Matt Mateer. Falcon Smith able to get the most comfortable lead he's had all night. But the 20 of Medea not comfortable at all with that 33R. Rakowski breathing right down his neck. Not saying the 34R is comfortable by any means. The 34 is comfortable by any means. As the 008 to Everton still all over his back bumper, just not quite able to make anything happen. As it looks like it's a pretty one-groove track right around the middle. As we hit the halfway point, still not seeing anybody being able to actually make anything stick. Got a lot of people trying to make a move. This right here, though, is the best battle on the track, and it is for the second spot. As Rakowski all over the back bumper of the 20. Look out, the 008 of Everson getting a little out of shape. That allows the 20 to get to his inside. Contact going down the back straightaway. They drag race into 3 and 4. Here comes Rakowski to the very high side, trying to make it 3 wide. More contact down the front straightaway. Give the position to Everson that time by. Medea not done yet. Still trying to fight that inside line and make it work. The 20 of Medea's. And Everson's going to be able to hold on to it. Here comes Rakowski looking at the high side of the 20. He's got a nose up there, has to back out of it to keep from wrecking them. They go back through 1 and 2 single file. Now Falcon Smith out to about a second and a half. As second, third, and fourth can have a blanket thrown over them. As they go through 1 and 2, here comes Rakowski driving it in hard on that high side. Not able to get up alongside the 20. The 008 of Everton out of shape. Able to keep it going. Yes. Able to recover, but he goes from second to fourth in just a matter of seconds. The 34 of Falcon Smith coming to 4 laps to go. The 20 of Medea running second. The 33R of Luke Rakowski third. Fourth is the 008 of Everton trying to run them back down. Here comes the 64 of Matt Mateer trying to chase down the 008 of Everton. And rounding out the field is the 80 of Brian Gunderson. As now the field's, after that little bit of contact, spread out just a little bit now, trying to find some racing action for you. As here comes the 33R of Luke Rakowski sitting third. Just 2 laps to go for your leader. Luke gonna try to make a move on this 20. Running right up on that cushion, getting a good run through 3 and 4. Not quite enough. 1 lap to go. White flag is out for your leader, the 34 of Falcon Smith. As Luke gonna try one more time at that high side, can't make it work. And it is the 20 of Austin Medea finishing second. Third will be the 33R of Luke Rakowski. Fourth, the 008 of Bobby Everton. Fifth, the 64 of Matt Mateer. And rounding out the field is the 80 of Brian Gunderson. As we go ahead and get the drivers into victory lane. And now we just wait on them to get up into the waiting room. Again, your top 3 coming home with the feature victory tonight. The 34 of Falcon Smith. Second, the 20 of Austin Medea. And in rounding out your podium was the 33R of Luke Rakowski. Some absolutely amazing racing there tonight. You hate to see that contact between the front runners. But without any further ado, here is our winner, Flying Falcon Smith. Got a copy, Falcon?
Yeah, I got you, Jay.
All right, man. Able to lead every single one of that. You were getting a little bit of pressure from Bobby Evertson there, especially on the restarts. Walk us through your night and how you were able to hold on.
Pretty unexpectedly uneventful there tonight, really, Jay. Don't really run these cars a whole lot. Somehow able to find something there in qualifying to get quick time there. Was pretty settled on running second to Austin in qualifying the lap he was putting down in practice, but getting that P1 and able to control the starts really helped a lot. I know those guys were racing hard back there. Just kind of get out there, get a run your own race and race the racetrack instead of everybody else. Just kind of helps you out a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Clean air, being able to do your thing always helps. How do you feel going into Weedsport next week?
I feel pretty good. Usually do decent at that track. It's a pretty tricky place to get around. You got to find a rhythm, and again, getting out front and being able to run your race and race the racetrack as it changes is kind of the biggest deal there too.
All right. You're about the first person that I said that I think I've heard all week say that they're not dreading Weedsport. So,
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
yeah, that might be a good thing for you. Sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting you here tonight?
Just appreciate you guys putting this on as always. Really good place to race here. Um, Thank my sponsors. We got Crud Brothers Racing, ML Performance, Spuds Used Cars and Live Bait, Dick's County Line Carryout just come on board not too long ago. So appreciate all those guys helping us out and feel pretty good about tonight and a little more confidence going into running these things full time next season.
All right. Well, definitely looking forward to seeing you in them full time next season. And congratulations on the win tonight. And hopefully we get to talk to you in these last couple weeks coming up here.
All right, sounds good. We'll be seeing you, Jay.
All right. See you later, Falcon. That is your winner, the 34 of Falcon Smith. Able to squeeze out a second place finish is the 20 of Austin Medea. Got a copy, Austin?
Yeah, I got you, Jay.
All right. So a little bit of contact between, I believe it was you and Evertson. Got Evertson a little bit sideways, and you were able to hold on. Walk us through your night and how you ended up keeping the podium with that close race and from second through fourth.
Yeah, tonight was my first night running triple, so I didn't really know what I was doing. And Bob and I were kind of running closer, and then I got stuck on the bottom, and then we were kind of close racing, but then I think he just kind of crossed himself up and just kind of started hopping. There was like a rut in 1 and 2, and you just kind of start skipping across the track. I did it a few times, kind of crossing myself up, and I think that's kind of really what happened to him. But he was definitely faster than I was, and I think Luke was way faster than I was too. I was just kind of able to hold him off and for a little bit.
All right. Well, congratulations. I think this is your first Thunder Throwdown appearance, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So how do you like the different cars and stepping out of your comfort zone, so to speak?
I like running the different cars, and I mean, it definitely teaches you then too how to run them and whatnot, and then you can kind of like this is kind of like the mods that we run, so you're kind of able to do a little bit of the same throttle control techniques and stuff like that, but handling wise, it was way different, but it's fun doing something different.
All right. Head into Weedsport next week. I know it's not a favorite of a lot of drivers, but how do you feel getting ready to head into Weedsport?
I definitely got a lot to figure out there for that track. It's not one of my favorite tracks. Like you said, a lot of guys are a fan of it, but if you can kind of find the right line, you can be very effective, and it's just kind of who figures that line out first.
All right. Sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting here tonight?
Thank the guys at Black Bull Racing, Derek GLC, Gideon's Mobile Repair, Du Bois Welding, W Energy, Nukes Performance, CTFX Design, you, Thunder Racing League for throwing on the broadcast, and for the guys in race control helping out.
All right. Well, congratulations on another podium this season. You've been a car to reckon with every time you hit the track. So congratulations, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you in the last 2 weeks here.
Yep, hopefully, Jay. Thank you.
Yep, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that was your second place finisher, the 20 of Austin Medea. And then finishing out the podium is the 33R of Luke Rakowski. You got a copy, Luke?
Boy, this is familiar.
Yeah. Another podium. And a second, third place finish of the week, correct?
Yeah. Sunday got third too. So.
All right. Walk us through your night. And I know there was a little bit of contact, I believe, between you and Bobby, or maybe it was Austin and Bobby, but walk us through it and how you were able to hold off what was a really tight battle for the second through fourth there.
Yeah, that was a really fun race. I felt like maybe I was a bit quicker in the the course of the race with between Austin and Robert. It wasn't it was a fast track tonight. It was fast and getting by people was going to be interesting. So yeah, I totally did not mean to get into Bobby. He checked up and he got a little out of shape there, cutting through the middle and hitting the marbles and the rut and whatever was going on there. And then he come down in front of me. I mean, I was on the brakes and I didn't get an incident for it, so I don't know. But I feel bad. I didn't want to, I don't think for that, maybe would have had something for them guys at the end, but it was going to be hard to pass tonight. It was kind of hammered down and the middle was working. I was, before the start of the race, I just went, I'm just going to run it high, wide, and handsome. We're going to see how it plays out and see what happens. And, and that's kind of what I did. That was my game plan. And, I was totally, I was going to settle there for like a second, or I mean a fourth. I would, fourth at the time. I would have been fine with that, but I feel bad for Robert. Definitely didn't mean to get into him, but I guess it's racing, things happen. But no, I just just trying to run my race, run my game plan, and let it play out as it played out. And again, really solid field of guys. I mean, it's, you got 6 cars, but they're all everyone's solid, and it's it makes passing at a premium, and it was fun. It was fun because you had you're trying to figure out where the best line was. How to carry some speed, and towards the end of the race, I started changing kind of my a little bit of my throttle. I was able to get a a little more of a run off the corner, and then like on that last lap. If that had happened maybe like 2 laps earlier, maybe it would have been able to throw a slider on Austin or something because I got a huge run off him off the top there. But no, I'll take it. Good field, good, lots of fun, and we'll settle for another third place.
Absolutely. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to your home state next week there in Weedsport. Pretty sure
Yes,
that's
sir.
New York. How do you feel
Yep.
getting ready to roll in there?
Well, it's fun. A lot of people have really mixed feelings about the track. I like it. It's very unique. It's really challenging. It's very technical. But I like it, because you can run a few different places, and it's very, again, passing there is a little, is going to be at a premium. It's a little harder to pass there, but it's really technical, and if it really, you can take advantage if people really don't hit their marks, which also makes it more important that you hit your marks and you hit your lines and your lift points. And if you're, getting on the brake, you really got to be on point with where you're hitting your marks in order to get by people and to have a good race. So I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I will not be there Sunday. We have an event at our church Saturday night and Sunday night that we do for the community that I'm a part of. So I will not be there Sunday, but I will definitely be there Wednesday.
All right. Well, looking forward to seeing you Wednesday. And yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with that track. Me personally, I hate the driver side of it, but I love it from a promoter and broadcaster side because it always puts on good racing. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. A few weeks ago I ran a big block official there, and it was the group of guys in there are really good, but it was one of the best races I've ever run at that track, and it was a lot of fun. So it does produce really good racing, and like I say, it's technical, so it should be fun. Like I said I'm disappointed I won't be there for the 358, but you know this is iRacing. There's life. So, but
exactly.
I'm definitely what's is it 410s there on Wednesday?
Let me double check real quick. I believe so.
Even more reason to show up for Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, 90% sure that it
Let's see
will be
here.
410s on Wednesday. Weedsport.
410 wing. Yep.
Yes, 410 wing.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be a fun race.
Yeah, I thought we were ending it out with wing sprint cars our last 2 weeks. So,
Yep. 410 wings at Wheatsport and then 360 wings at Lanier.
all right. Yeah, 410s always put on a good show there too. So, sponsors, shout outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting you here tonight?
Absolutely. Like I did on Sunday, got to thank the good Lord above for giving me the opportunity to do this. It's a lot of fun, and it's a good break, and really this is my racing. I crew chief and do everything for the kids, and they race in real life, and this is what I do to get my fix. So I'm thankful for that, for all opportunities I've been provided. Thanks to T-Berry Motorsports, everyone who helps us out on Murkowski Family Racing and Aaron Murkowski Racing in real life, and you for doing the broadcast, y'all for putting the league on. It's a lot of fun, and again, and I got to shout out to the drivers who are out there every week and the guys we've been running with, because it's been really good racing. It's been like Sunday was a lot of fun, and you had to be up on the wheel, and the same thing for tonight. So everyone all around is doing a great job. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with the smaller car counts this season, the racing has been phenomenal. So,
Yeah, we almost went, green to checkered on that one. So, which I tell you what, man, that restart, once I got in the third there and initially, and that caution come out, like, man, I did not want to see that.
yeah, um, yeah, definitely. We've had more than a handful of green to checkered races this season, and it's awesome to see. Uh, but congratulations again, and hopefully we get to talk to you next week in the 410 sprints.
Yeah, I hope so. One of these days I'm going to finish higher than third. So, but I could also finish lower, but we're going to, stay on the positive side and hope we're going to move up the ladder on the podium.
All right, sounds good, and congratulations on another podium.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. See you.
Yep. All right, that was the 33R Luke Rukowski. Now we go ahead and get ready to do our sponsors shout outs. We want to thank Veterans and Warriors One Stop Shop, DNT Design, School of Sim Racing, Stevenson Family Performance, Giddings Mobile Repair, Diamond Designs, and Sneak Game Farm. With that, I am Jay Giddings, the voice of Thunder Racing League TV, and you